And we're live.
Bonjour.
For those playing along at home, we've just learned that Elle's new laptop will motion track her. Elle, show the people.
It's hilarious. All right, so I'm going to take my headphones out, so I won't be able to hear this, but you ready? You watching?
Yeah, here we go. And she's up. And follow. She didn't realise, and she left the room before. Down she goes. And I watched it track her. And funniest thing I've seen in a while, actually. She had no idea.
So that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Feels odd.
Yeah, I guess we just leave it on and work it out for next time.
And see what happens, I guess.
See what happens. Let's do the intro. Let's get that fucking hell. Let's do the intro.
Let's get that show on the road.
So, welcome to Smutfairy. We are your fairy smut mothers. I am Kato.
And I'm Elle.
And we're bringing you just a lot of smut today. Just so much.
An unfathomable
Neither of us can speak today.
Of smut. There is so much in this episode.
Oh my god, it's going to be a fun one. For those of you on Spotify and ideally YouTube, if we get our shit together, we're on video.
Ciao.
Turn us on. Watch. Don't make it weird. And if you are in video, you'll notice that since the last episode, which we recorded quite some time ago, I have changed my hair color.
I dyed it.
We opened Elle's Ratchet Salon. It's normally my Ratchet Salon that's open.
So my first and only client.
Yeah. You did a great job though.
Thank you so much. It does actually look really good.
Yeah. I put the little color treatment thingy in today. So yeah, the TLDR of that is it's been a hot minute because work's been fucked.
It has been crazy.
My paid job has been fucked.
The last episode we did was actually the quickie we did when we were staying at the Grace Hotel in Sydney.
We love the Grace Hotel.
We love you, miss you. I miss your giant bed. So we recorded the quickie because we had not finished said book, and said book is what we are reviewing today.
We fucked up the order a little bit, but that's because I wanted to host this one.
Yeah, and that's okay. This is really... I think you'll come alive. You've got a lot to say. I think
it'll be worth it. Yes. Before we get into today's book, I thought we'd just check in. What have we been reading lately?
I have been making my way through the Elsie Silver series. There's 5 of them in the box set that Caitlin got me for Christmas. I just finished Reckless. And this is about the sister of the main character from the original book. And she's kind of like demonized and she's like really bitchy and she's a doctor and blah, blah, blah. Everyone thinks she's awful. And then it's about the youngest rodeo guy who's taken a big shine to her. Like, they're like the same age. And it's like he's so in love with her, even though she's meh. But there are it's a bit of a triple whammy of things that I famously don't do super well with. One night stand, falls pregnant, keeps the baby, tries to contact him, he doesn't reply. Has baby, miscommunication because she actually didn't contact him, spoiler, contact his manager, and he was like, oh, that's a scam. So he didn't know. He wasn't present for any of this until like the baby's like 9 months old, 10 months old.
Okay, well, that was god awful. No, it's the one night stand, get pregnant, have baby anyway that really...
Yeah, look, the character was really going through a rough spot. I won't spoil it.
The baby will fix me.
She really wanted a kid. This is a spoiler, so if you are going to read the book, just skip the next minute. But basically, she was married to the doctor who groomed her baby sister. Feels bad. She didn't know about it.
Okay.
Tried to have a kid with him, got pregnant, then found out what he did and lost the baby from shock and stress. And then couldn't fall pregnant with him and was like, I would never touch that man again.
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, I really, really want a kid. So even when she found out that she was pregnant, she was like, I'm going to keep this baby anyway.
Okay. Doesn't feel great, but okay.
Doesn't feel great, no. Nothing about that book feels great. There were so many things that I was like, if I had found out that I was pregnant from a one-night stand who had then just been like, thanks for letting me know, I would have rocked up at their house, banged down the fucking door. I wouldn't have let that slide. Are you kidding me?
Just like, oh, okay then.
Like this guy, it was the manager, texted her back to be like, thanks for letting me know. Like that's the actual text.
Damn, that's a shame. Bummer.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, bummer.
Anyway, that's the whole book. I couldn't put it down, but I hated it the whole time. But I kind of loved it, but I also hated it. So it was a rough journey for me.
Yeah. I'm still on the fence as to whether I'll try those now that you've read them and given me like feedback.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try read the other series that she's got because there has to be something behind this craze about her writing because I just can't find it in these ones.
Yeah, I'm like, all her books seem to be huge. Like, she's so popular.
And she has quite good reviews on these books, but I'm actually like, they're not, and this is me being a bit snobby, but they're not actually written well. There are so many.
That's not snobby. That's just like, objectively, write well if you're going to make this much fucking money off them.
Yeah, like, seriously. And I know that this is like a type of writing and that's totally fine. But every sex scene that has been in these books, I've read 4 out of the 5, all of them has been about the pursuit of like degrading the woman during sex.
See, that's not helpful for anyone. I
know some people like that. It's not necessarily the first thing I want to be reading. You know, I do actually need them to like each other. A little
bit. Like, mix it up a little bit. They can't all be doing that.
All of them, every single time.
Anyway, we've both been reading. I've finished, you are almost finished, the trilogy of the Butcher and Blackbird. What's the trilogy called?
I don't know. Leather and Lark.
Butcher and Blackbird, Leather and Lark, and Scythe and Sparrow. We've audiobooked them. Mm-hmm. I've read all 3 or listened to all 3. You are finishing up Leather and Lark.
Yeah.
And this is a series about basically serial killers falling in love. Which... No notes, actually. They're really funny. They're really gory. They're really fucked up. You'll never look at cookies and cream ice cream the same way again.
Nope, not even
no spoilers,
cookies and cream Yochi. Can't do it anymore.
All I will say is you should probably listen to them as an audiobook if you're into an Irish accent, which it's 3 Irish brothers.
It's going to do a lot for you, I promise that.
Yeah. I found the middle one a little bit harder to listen to, but I think that's because the way that Lachlan's dialogue is written was hard to hear.
I actually didn't mind it. Like, I really didn't have a problem with it.
I found his way of saying, because, like, they're all Irish, so they're like, Jesus Christ. But his way of saying Christ Jesus, I don't know why.
Fucking Jesus.
Really, I was like...
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's the way he delivered it too. Anyway, something about that book just didn't sit quite right with me with the voices, but the rest of them, fine. And the story, loved it.
Yeah, so valid. I just started the last audiobook this morning, so
beautiful.
I'll keep you posted.
Very exciting. Please do. the other thing we did want to cover briefly, because it happened to me today and has been happening to me for the last few weeks, is that we just wanted to quickly ask, given this is a Smut podcast and that is, dating and like sex and relationships, are men okay?
The answer is no.
But none of them are okay.
Like, just flat out, not good.
I cannot express to you, I mean, you know all of it, but the awful behavior that all the girlies are putting up with from men.
Quite frankly, diabolical.
And I have had enough. I am being so blunt and rude because they deserve it. Because they're being rude as fuck.
So badly.
It's actually like the most diabolical run I've had in a while. And that is saying something.
It really is.
And I'm like, what? So, like, if you know me in real life, you know that really the dating app that I use the most is Field, which is freaky. It does.
But you know that going in, like,
it's got a few freaks on there. You get very good at kind of filtering them out, and it's mostly entertaining because it is in fact batshit. But the other apps kind of bore me. You know what I mean?
At least with Field, you are guaranteed a conversation. The content may be batshit insane, but they are yappers. They want to talk.
Yeah, it's guaranteed attention. And I have had some success on there. Like, I have met some cool people. Like, but my God, you've got to wade through some filth. So, this particular one, I got a ping, which is like a direct like that you can see straight away on the free version on Field, from a man who messaged me and said, would you be interested if I paid you for photos of your feet?
Oh my God.
Which I often roll the dice on the ones whose profiles say we'll pay for feet pics because I'm like, yeah, go on. To me, they are simply feet.
Exactly.
There is nothing sexual about feet to me. And so who am I to yuck someone's yum if I'm going to financially gain from it within reason? So I'm like, this could be the easiest money ever. He's come to me. He's asked me.
He's pinged you.
So I started talking to him a bit, and he's in the UK. We call him Footman. He's in the UK, and he'd appear sporadically over the last couple of months, and it was like we'd spent so long negotiating for him to pay basically $30 for like a disappearing photo of my feet.
There's so much admin involved.
Which, for me, the actual taking of the photo and the sending of it takes me 10 seconds. I don't care.
Less than.
It's the admin of him being like, oh, could you send more? And me being like, that will cost you more. And him being like, why? And I'm like, if you're broke, don't try and buy people's foot photos. And so today, after I thought he'd finally disappeared because he was starting to shit me, I was like, this is not worth it. He finally reappeared today. And he sends me a message and I was like, oh, you are alive. Like, okay.
Like, nice to hear from you.
Yeah. And then, well, it wasn't, but I was like, what do you want? I just messaged one of my friends and been like, God, it's so peaceful not talking to any men at the moment. And then he appears.
Surprise!
And he was like, so we like chatted a little bit and I was like, well, you're not paying me what I'm worth. And my price has gone up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's fairly reasonable if someone is asking for photos of my feet that will benefit them and not me, that I get paid $200 for that.
Why not?
That's enough. Why not? But how bad do you want it?
Because really, the amount of admin that you were doing for this, it's like an hour and a half's work.
Yes, it was fucked. I was like, this is not worth $30. I'd rather just not have the $30. And I was like, well, you got to try on the higher price. And if they won't pay it, see you later. Goodbye.
Exactly.
And then he's like, I basically was like, no, I'm not doing it for $30. And then he was like, what about things that aren't feet? And I was like, what do you want?
What do you want?
What are we talking? You freak. Not to yuck anyone's yum, but he is a freak.
It's a freak derogatory rather than complimentary.
And he replied with the shit emoji.
No.
And I was like, please elaborate. he wanted me to send him a photo of my own shit. And I said, what do you think that is worth? And how much do you think he thinks that is worth?
A terrifyingly low number.
Again, $30.
$30.
He was dead serious. And I said, Footman, you must be taking the piss.
This must be a joke.
You are simply pulling my leg. Pull the other one, for it has got bells on. Like, $30. And I was like, absolutely fucking not. And then he's like, well, it's always been $30. Not sure why the price has gone up to $200 now. It was $30 for me to just slip a shoe off, slip a croc off, take a quick photo of my feet and send a disappearing image.
Tootsie's out.
It's for me to send you my excrement.
I am
fucking insane.
Quite possibly at a loss for words.
That is the most disgusting thing a man has ever said to me. And you know what? I did it to myself.
But you know, if you don't give it a go, you never know. But seriously, $30 fucking dollars. And he's in the UK, right? That's what you said.
Yes.
So the exchange rate on that, £15.
I don't even want to think about the fact that he's like, what about for essentially a tenner?
2 pints.
What about for 2 iced coffees? You send me a photo of your shit. How did we get from feet? Just feet, because he likes to be humiliated by the thought of a hot girl only sending him foot photos that he's paid for, which he got at an absolute bargain basement price, like twice. And how do you escalate from that to shit? What?
And there's no stepping stones between this. This is seriously just like foot to shit.
First you get the foot, then you get the shit. I just can't. And this was after I'd already had a couple of really bad weeks with like messages from men and just them being fucking crazy. And I was like, that just really put the cherry on top. And the South Korean 4B movement looks more appealing every goddamn day.
I think we should sign up. I've truly had enough.
I deleted all the apps. I abandoned all my Tamagotchi men that just live in my phone. I just abandoned them all. And they haven't contacted me. No. It's like they could sense it. And I'm done.
Purge.
If the girlies are listening, maybe. But the men, absolutely not.
Wouldn't have thought.
Not a chance.
Thought.
Anyway, that's my harrowing tale.
Truly traumatizing. There's not much coming back from that in the fact of redeeming any of those individuals.
No. And on that note, let's get into today's episode, which is all about men, actually. So,
bad day to be a man.
Bad day to be a man. Today, we are covering Twisted Ink, which we have been teasing for some time now because it took me forever to read the fucking thing. And we are talking poly relationships.
Our first poly relationship.
I'm talking MMM. I'm talking MFM. I'm talking MMMF. I'm talking multiple different MFs. This is by far the horniest book we've covered.
This book, I can't even call it a book, perhaps a manuscript of fucking.
Genuinely, I learned some new things.
Because even in this book, when they were not fucking, they were thinking about fucking.
Or talking about it. I don't think there's more than a 10-page stretch, even 10's probably pushing it, more than a 5-page stretch where there's not some form of sexual act.
I would even go to say 3 pages.
Yeah, it's...
I'm not complaining. I'm not. But my God, I have never seen something so condensed in my life.
So much fucking. Okay, without further ado, let's fucking go. Let's dive in. So, Tags and triggers, these come directly from the author's website. I don't know what the first thing means.
Consent, non-consent, dubious consent.
Okay, thank you. Detailed sex on page, and in brackets here I've put you'd hope so.
You'd hope so.
Profanity, tattooing, piercing, gambling, violence, alcohol, blood, primal kink / chasing through the woods. We'll get to that. Spanking, restraining and bondage, and other BDSM elements.
Let's fucking go.
Shout out to the dedication, which had a little paragraph, and then at the end it said, "This is one for the sluts."
Excellent. We're in for
A.M.
such
McCoy.
a good time.
I should say the author is A.M. McCoy.
Great job.
We didn't say that, but I respect. Full respect. Okay, let's do the plot of what little plot there is. We open on Raina, who is our good girl next door female main character, and her tattoo artist biker boyfriend, Dallin, in their kitchen, where she's cooking dinner and he gets her off immediately. While his two old friends are waiting at the door to be let in for dinner. They've come to visit.
Fucking crazy behavior just to open it off with.
Basically, he was like, they'll be here in 5 minutes. You've got till then. Good Lord. The two men are let inside, and we learn that the three of them, Dallin and these two other guys, used to be close until right before Dallin moved to Nashville, and they'd fallen out of touch. Something had happened. Raina can tell they mean a lot to Dallin, but she doesn't know any specifics. Also, Dallin is a really weird name.
Yeah, I agree.
Raina and Dallin are in love, and they are living together above his crazy successful tattoo studio in this like massive 3-bedroom apartment thing. Anyway, so we've met Trey and Parker, which is the two other men who are also insanely hot and tattooed.
Naturally.
Of course. Raina notices that they have a big effect on her.
A big effect, huh? A big effect.
A big effect. She's like,
whoa.
Damn, what's that about? She does feel a little guilty because she's like, but I'm with Dallin. So, Pookies, for this one, we have a quadruple POV. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew. We have all
4 times the action.
Yeah, which is why there's so much fucking. All 4 points of view. What a treat. So, at dinner, Dallin is watching Raina closely, and we learn he's been a scheming.
The cogs turning.
Click, click. He got her off right before she met those men on purpose. So she's on a high. At the dinner, we learn that Raina is a spicy romance author.
Good
She
for her.
writes smuts. Good for her. And dinner's going well, chit-chat, etc. Dallin tells the guys that he wants them to stay for the tattoo convention the next week because, of course, they're all tattoo artists.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I've called you here. I think you could stay for the tattoo convention. Like, stay.
We can hang out.
We can hang out. After dinner, we find out the real tea. Trey, Dallin, and Parker all used to be best friends, and they used to fuck.
They were
like
not
a
just
lot.
best friends. They were basically boyfriends.
They be fucking. Baby, there is fucking in these books.
It's fucking.
Dallin wants the other two back in his life with Raina. He's like, I'm not whole without everyone.
I need all 3 of the other people.
Yes.
All of them.
They get mad at him because Dallin abandoned them. Fair enough, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And started dating Raina so quickly after he moved to Nashville. They're like, she's so vanilla. She's not going to accept this. She doesn't know about it. Like, this is not going to go well.
First off, they've never asked her.
Yeah, just check. He was like, I just thought I'd clear it with you guys before I spoke to her. I'm like, you're a coward.
You were scared.
Both Trey and Parker do still want Dallin. And, like, to be honest, they're secretly also down bad for Raina. They were like, damn, she's hot.
They're down the baddest, actually.
They agree to stay for a little while. Parker's going to stay in the apartment with them. And Trey was like, I don't know, I'm going out.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Trey's, like, dark and mysterious, like, bad boy. Parker's, like, if you had to say one of them is a golden retriever, he's the golden retriever.
Yeah, but like a heavily tattooed golden retriever.
Yeah, like sweetheart.
Yeah.
And Dallin's like real main character energy, real alpha vibes.
Yeah, but also like doesn't really have a personality.
Besides wanting to fuck them all. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So Dallin returns to Rhaena in their bedroom and they fuck. That's 2 already for those counting.
About 15 pages in.
I think we should have counted the number of orgasms in this book.
Next time, I'll put a reel up.
Yep. We'll just ding them through. So he keeps like sneaking in little references that Parker can hear them. He's like, would it be so bad if he could? Like, and it's definitely turning Rhaena on. They go to sleep. She wakes up in the middle of the night. She can't go back to sleep. She goes into the kitchen and she runs into Trey, who's been out all night, and he's just like shirtless in the kitchen.
Yeah, why not?
It says that she can see his Adonis belt. And I was like, I think I know what this is, but I'm going to look this up. And so the definition that I found online is the Adonis belt, also known as Apollo's belt or iliac furrows, refers to the 2 V-shaped grooves that run from the hip bone's iliac crest towards the groin, formed by the inguinal ligament. It's also called Aphrodite's saddle, which is a really great term for it.
Quite funny.
What I've heard to it referred as, which is cum gutters.
We've really captured all ends of the literary spectrum with that definition right there.
To the surprise of no one, I had the most disgusting one in the back pocket.
Yeah, obviously. The front pocket, actually.
Right below the cum gutter.
Uh-huh. It's pretty funny.
I don't know where I picked up that term. I think it was on Big Wet's Instagram, actually. Shout out Big Wet. So things between Rhaena and Trey in the kitchen get a little bit heated in a non-sexy way. And Parker intervenes. They be arguing.
Stressful.
Yes. He's like antagonistic towards her. Parker intervenes. Rhaena returns to bed and she's like so like pent up and like horny from these 2 men. She gives Dallin a BJ and rides him while he's asleep. And while he's half asleep, he says, "Take it. That's it, Parker."
Drama!
And so she's like, what the fuck? So then they have like angry sex because he finally wakes up and she's like mad at him. Oh, so she's a bit like, what the fuck? And it's loud and it's whatever. And then afterwards, she's like, we talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I need sleep.
Now we have Parker's POV and we learn more about their history, the boys' history, and how they had an open arrangement with each other while they were still like seeing women on the side. It was working out until Dallin wanted more and Trey like couldn't commit to that. So Dallin was like, I have to leave. Like, I can't just live like a nomad anymore. They just sort of like bump from town to town and like do whatever.
Yeah, they had like motorbikes or something and were just like bumming around different towns.
So Parker and Trey are having an argument about this whole situation, and Parker tries to explain that it's not a competition between them and Rhaena because they'd be satisfying 2 different things. He kind of compares them to like football and baseball, which is a good perspective, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So they overhear Rhaena and Dallin's second round. So this is when he says Parker's name, that second round.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And they're both there like,
oh,
damn,
shit.
So horny. And so Trey ends up fucking Parker.
Crazy.
We learn that he has 4 barbell piercings along his dick.
4 of them.
On the underside.
My God.
Like spread along the whole shaft. That's crazy.
I think this might be our first dick piercing.
I think it is.
And we've really gone in with a bang, haven't we? 4 of them.
Be first genitalia piercing. Have we had a clit piercing? I can't remember if we've reviewed one that has.
I've read something with it.
Yeah, same.
Was
Anyway.
it? No, it was the first Butcher and Blackbird.
Oh, yes. I was like, I've read something recently, of course. So they finish up and they're like, so now what? And neither of them really have an answer for that. The next day, Dallin takes Raina on a hike and he spills all his tea. Raina's surprised to learn that Trey was also in the little boyfriend gang. She could kind of see it with Parker, but with Trey, she was like, he just doesn't seem like the type.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, judgy. The boyfriends have only ever fucked women and each other.
Crazy.
So they're bisexual only for each other.
Bisexuals in love.
Raina and Dallin have a big feelings discussion about how Dallin's basically like, I love you all equally. Like, it's like three separate parts. And Raina's like, you're breaking up with me. Being like, if you can't have all of it, then do you want none of it? And he, in fact, wants them all to be boyfriends and girlfriend.
Boyfriends and girlfriends.
In. Hands in, team. He's convinced. He's like, the guys, they will be for this. They are into you. This will work. And if you don't want it, I'm with you forever. Like,
yeah. He's
regardless.
Like, there is no other option. I want to be with you forever, but I also want them to be with us.
Yes. So he's not really like ultimatuming her, but she's also like, okay, well, you just won't feel whole if you don't have them. He's like, I'll survive.
Oof.
Yeah. Raina's like, well, high-key, I am actually into both of those guys. And
so like, let's give it a go.
Yeah, and then they end up fucking against a tree in the woods, lol.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dallin then meets the other guys out at a bar for lunch, and later while she's writing, Raina gets a text to meet them out. He's like, you have 1 hour to meet us at this bar. Trey is like antsy with the two of them, and he can't handle all the big feelings. So he bails before she even gets there. So then we've got Dallin, Parker, and Raina all get to know each other at the bar. It's so flirty. They're playing 20 questions, blah, blah, blah. And then in the Uber ride home, Dallin, in the back seat, fingers her while she makes out with Parker. And then the boyfriends make out.
The boyfriends make out?
The boyfriends make out.
She is obsessed with the boyfriends boyfriending.
Like, she's like, damn, boyfriends boyfriending is so hot. She's like, wait, this whole thing could really work to my advantage. Suddenly really I'm even more this. In.
Yeah.
I love this. So that's as far as it kind of goes. But a couple days later, after a day at the tattoo convention, Dallin admits to Parker that he is in love with him, which he has not done before. It's kind of just been like, we're besties and we fuck. But he's like, no, I'm literally in love with you. And Parker is shooketh by this and he doesn't say anything back. And so Dallin disappears into his room. And I've put here, can someone please handle their feelings like a normal person?
Not in this book.
And so Parker and Raina end up talking about it all. And then he starts fingering her because she's all turned on. And then she gets him all wound up. And then she's like, don't hurt his feelings again, and just walks away and leaves them both high and dry.
Hot, to be honest.
Slay by her. Move. Yeah. The next morning, Parker kind of turns around and is like, no, I am in love with you also. And he's like, I will stay in Nashville and we can give this a go. And everyone's like, what about Trey? And they're all like, we will get to that.
Yeah, one problem at a time.
Yeah, baby steps. So Dallin leaves for work and he's back to scheming. He's a schemer.
He's a plotter.
He's a plotter. He's thinking. And he's like, damn, water in your shower doesn't work because I turned it off. And Raina's in the shower, but you should go and shower with her.
Right now. Like, while she's in the shower.
Like, get the fuck over there. And he's like, okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So Parker comes into the shower with her, and they're both so down for it. And so she rides his face in the shower. It's really hot, actually. Rides his face in the shower, gives him a BJ. They don't fuck, but the whole thing is so horny.
It's so horny.
She finds his piercings, etc., etc.
It was actually really well done.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we're on. They fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Trey returns from wherever the fuck he's been to find a drunk Raina outside her house. She had a lunch meeting thing that she had too many margies at. Go Queen.
Happens to the best of us.
He bodily lifts her up and takes her into the house because she's drunk.
She's really drunk.
And they are immediately winding each other up about his disappearance and being like, what the fuck? And Trey admits to Raina that he's jealous of her for taking Dallin from him. He also admits that when Dallin left 2 years ago, he came looking for him, saw that he was with Raina, didn't approach him, and just left. Okay, stalker.
Hate this miscommunication trope. I hate it.
I know. Raina is like stomping around and she stubs her toe and rips off a nail and it's like bleeding everywhere.
How hard did she stub her fucking toe and on what?
Okay, I stubbed my toe on patrol last week on like bricks and I fully took the top off it.
Oh my God.
I think it was on the edge of a table.
Okay. I've stubbed my toes before, but never to the extent of taking a nail off.
Yeah, no. And I think it was her big toenail too, which is cooked.
Ooh.
The other boys like return and good timing. Trey's like, I guess, half doctoring her and suddenly all three are looking after her, which is like, I hate men, but okay. Now all the men are in the house again and we're confessing some big feelings.
Big feelings, buddy.
Trey says he doesn't want a physical relationship with Raina. Lies!
He's lying, Your Honor.
Your Honor, he lies. And Parker takes drunk Raina to bed, to sleep, and Trey and Dallin are talking it out, which turns into kissing it out, which then turns into fucking it out.
The boyfriends are boyfriending.
Raina wakes up hungover next to Parker a few hours later to the sound of Trey getting railed.
Railed.
Like, absolutely trolleyed.
Wheels off.
We're off the tracks. Raina notes to Parker that she thinks she's so okay with all of this because she's like, there's major like anatomical and psychological differences between women and men. Because she was like, do you want to join in with them? And Parker's like, I don't want to borrow that. Whatever the fuck's going on in there is like rough and unwell.
And it's none of my business.
Yeah. And so her and Parker are kind of on the same page being like, oh, women and men give different like sides of things. Like fulfill different desires or whatever. Raina and Trey have another weird, tense conversation the morning after this, and Raina ends up leaving the house for the day to like go and get a grip because she's like, whoa, he doesn't like me. Dallin like goes and hunts her down later and finds her in her friend's bookshop after hours because she's got the key or whatever. She's reading a Smut, slay, and they talk out.
She has just like disappeared. She left right after breakfast. She made up plans. She was like, I need to get out of this house. I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
And Dallin was like, weird. Guess I'll go get her.
She tweaked.
Yeah.
She tweaked hard.
Big time.
So her and Dallin they're the only two that are like actually good at having honest fucking conversations.
Which is nice because they are actually in a relationship.
Yes. They talk about their feelings, and my God, this book has so many feelings. This book is nothing but feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fuck in the bookshop.
Yeah, as you do.
Of course. It would be a waste not to. They come home after that, and then they have a Dallin, Raina, Parker threesome.
Woohoo!
While Trey is still, like, tattooing someone downstairs.
I think this is the funniest thing about them living up above a tattoo shop. Like, it comes up several times.
They're like, oh, they're still working, but we can fuck.
We can get busy.
So Raina basically is like, the thing I want more than anything else is for Dallin to take it in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I haven't done that in 2 years. And neither of these men have small dicks because this is a smut after all. It's always huge. It always fits.
Say when.
I'm not saying it. Just keep going. And So she's like prepping his ass a little bit just to be like, let's get you used to the idea again. And she's so into it. And then she finally fucks Parker and his 12-inch dick.
With the 4 piercings.
They're like 2 or 3 inches apart each. That's 30 centimeters.
I have a ruler right here.
Hold it up. Oh, no.
It's bigger than my head.
Yeah. That's fully a forearm.
It's bigger than my forearm.
Jesus. Anyway, good for her, I guess. And she just takes it like a champ.
She takes it alarmingly well.
She's like, damn, that's nice. I'm like, you would be impaled, my girl.
I have questions about the piercings.
Yeah.
One, okay, so he's already so big, right? That's already a big pressure on her internal walls.
Mm-hmm.
Would the movement of this not be like shredding with the piercings?
Well, they're just little, like, ball.
Yeah, I know, but the way that they would be moving, I don't understand how they've not like ripped them out, you know?
Oh, like ripped out of his dick.
Mm.
Yeah, I did think that because I was like, they can't be that deep in.
No,
they're just dermals.
They wouldn't be. And it's not exactly like it's a tight fit, you know, like they will be moving with everything that's going on. It doesn't feel sustainable and it feels like it could go really, really bad.
Considering how much he's fucking and the fact that he's quite often fucking assholes, which are smaller.
Exactly.
Much to think about. Okay, we need to keep moving. We're trying to keep these episodes shorter. We're doing a very bad job.
We just have things to say.
So many questions. Trey and Raina basically attempt to have like a date, like a dinner together, just the two of them to see if it'll work. It goes very badly. Even though there's like obvious chemistry, I've said they bring out the cunt in each other.
They hate each other.
Yeah. So in the debrief with the boys after, Trey is like, this is not going to work. We are not going to coexist. I will find somewhere else to live. Darlin and Parker somehow flip this into an all-day threesome of the boyfriends.
Which impressive, to be honest, to be able to flip this situation.
And we learned that Trey refers to himself when he's fucking as daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Important to know.
That will come back later.
Raina comes home and is like, I need a shower immediately. Perfect. Dallin's already in the shower. Gets in the shower. It's Trey. Because Dallin has sent him to go and use
the water's still off. Go use mine.
His shower. So she's like, he's fully naked and she just joins him in the shower. She's like, whatever. It gets spicy because even though they argue, they are still down bad for each other, obviously. Mm-hmm. And she sees his girthy pain, which has been alluded to. We finally see its girth for real in writing. No.
Yeah, I know, but... Oh my god.
They refer to it as a tree log at one point in this book.
I know they do.
So she, like, kind of strokes him and then gets him, like, right on the edge and then is like, okay, bye. She leaves him high and dry again. This is her power move and she's an icon.
But she's trying to get him to admit that he wants this also. She's refusing to do anything, like, up until that point.
She won't get him off, yeah.
So the fact that he doesn't say anything, she's like, okay, bye. Not doing this if you don't actually like me.
Yeah. And after this, Trey is like, well, she doesn't want me anyway. And Parker's like, yeah, dude, she does.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Anyway, somehow Trey has decided he's going to stick around a bit longer. They all go
down bad.
He down so bad. They all go for a night out to like a golfing place called Top Golf. And Raina refers to Parker as her boyfriend for the first time, and he's like, oh my God, you called me a
God.
boyfriend. Dallin, like, takes her out the back and puts an egg inside her.
Crazy.
He's like, here's this silicon egg. In it goes, and it's going to stay there. And then he, like, has a little thing on his phone, which it's obviously a vibrator.
Yeah.
And she only clocks that once it starts vibrating. And I was like, what the fuck
What did you expect it to be?
Was going to happen?
Like, there are not a lot of options for alternate answers.
Otherwise, it just sits in there like a fucking Kegel weight. Like, what?
What's going on here?
Anyway, Dallin has the app, and him and the other guys edge her with it the whole time.
The whole time. They're out for hours.
Yeah. They're also out for blood. She's so desperate. And he's like, you don't get to come until we get home.
Mm-hmm.
And then she begs Trey. She's like, please make me come. And he does, despite obviously not being physically attracted to her, whatever. And all I can say is these poor Uber drivers.
This Uber driver, the one specifically in the book, loved it. He was like, here's my card if you want another ride.
Yeah. They basically looked at him and they were like, music on loud, don't turn around. And he was like, say less.
Absolutely.
He's into the boyfriend's boyfriending. They get home. Everyone's so ready to go. And Trey gets in his head about it. And he's like, I'm leaving. And Raina is like, no, I do want you. And he's like, I've wanted you this whole time. No fucking kidding.
Surprise.
Trey and Raina, the other two guys are like, you two go. Off you go. Go have fun, kids. And they're like getting down to it. And they're about to be P and V.
So close.
So close. And then they're kind of talking the whole time. And then Trey's like, I don't want to label anything. Us having sex doesn't change anything. I'm not going to be in this like polycule thing. He's not getting it. And Raina's like, I need to be able to have you as a boyfriend in public. I'm not just some like girl that you fuck in secret. Like, where it's either all or it's nothing.
Boyfriend or nothing.
And Trey's like, well, I'm not just going to do whatever you want just to, like, get some pussy or whatever. And so he gets all mad. And then he's like, I'm out. And he takes off on his motorbike. And Dallin's like, I have to go after him this time.
Yeah.
And so he gets on his motorbike and they just, like, drive off into the night, leaving Parker and Raina behind.
And poor Raina is distressed.
Yeah. So, Dallin and Trey are in a motel. Trey is obviously pissy. He's like, what the fuck? And he and Dallin finally have the fucking conversation they should have had for this whole book.
The whole 2 years, actually.
Yes. And Trey admits that he's scared.
He's scared.
He's a scared. And we basically get to the point where Trey can admit that he wants to try this, but he needs some time. He just needs to clear his head a little bit. He's like, I'll go back, but not right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he and Dallin be fucking. And Dallin also is like, I am in love with you. And Trey's like, damn, I'm also in love with you. So they're boyfriends.
Are you in love? I'm in love. We agree.
Are you in love? I am in love. Storks is so underrated as a movie. It's so funny.
It really popped off with that one.
Honestly. So, Dallin and Trey are gone for 4 days, during which time Raina cannot get off, despite Parker's very best efforts. He's like, I've tried everything.
Everything. Twice.
He finally is like, I think you just need to be alone to do this. Get out of your own head. Yeah. So he leaves her like a care package for the day with instructions. And he's like, you'll be using absolutely everything in this package. Here's what I want you to do with it all. There's candles and there's toys and there's these little nipple clamp thingies and all sorts of things. And there is...
Clamps look like piercings.
Yeah, that becomes relevant. Including a dildo, which is, Eleanor, share with the class.
It is an exact replica of Trey's dick.
Beautiful. Stunning
exact replica.
Yep.
Which I think is the funniest detail about this whole thing. It's log shaped.
Anyway.
Because Parker's like, you're so hung up about this man. If you just, like, fuck him in your head, you'll be fine. Wish that worked.
Yeah. Raina manages to get out of her own head, and she does manage to get herself off. And then she's like, right, I have to use everything in this thing. So she's using the dildo when who but Trey returns, and he walks in alone. And he's like, no, I do want it all. I want it all. The labels, everything. And maybe they be fucking.
They be fucking.
She tells Trey that Parker had put her into something called subspace when he was a little bit dom a couple days before. And I had not heard this term before. So I did a little research. Just in case anyone else also hadn't heard the term. I know what it's referring to, but I had not heard the term.
A really fun term as a name. Like, I think it's fun.
Yeah. So, what is subspace? Subspace is the trance-like state that some submissives experience during BDSM play. So it's different for different people, but a lot of people are like, it's a floaty feeling or like mushy or like just you're blank. You're just not blank, but like kind of a like body experience.
Yeah, like free of distractions and other thoughts. Like it's just kind of focusing on pleasure and experiencing that.
Yeah, you're like fully in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of submissives claim that subspace is kind of like a happy or euphoric rush.
Yeah.
So, because Elle's a dork, I also got why does it happen? So, studies have found that cortisol levels rose significantly for participants who were bound, receiving stimulation or following orders during consensual sadomasochistic play.
Mm-hmm.
So, stress hormone rises significantly. Adrenaline, fight or flight hormone, can be released in response to stressful situation. And then there's also endorphins, and they are generally released when experiencing pain or stress, which I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Or when its natural reward center is activated by things like working out, eating, having sex.
Mm-hmm.
And so the combination of pain and pleasure in a BDSM scene means that all of these hormones just get like
they get turned up
all at once
to the max.
They're dialed the fuck up, and it just kind of sends you into like woo. Just
it really just like floods the system, and it's like all you can experience at that point. It's
like system override. Yeah.
Turned it off, turned it on again.
Yeah, slay. Like it seems so peaceful.
Thank you for Science Corner. That was fun.
That was Subspace. Subspace Corner. Anyway, they fucking. Trey becomes her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And he texts a video to Dallin and Parker of him railing her from behind.
This was the most batshit thing out of the whole book. Like, they do some other crazy stuff, but this was insane. I loved it.
Don't get me wrong.
I thought it was fantastic. It was insane.
So hot. Holy shit. It was really similar to the kind of, it was, the description of the video was like exactly the shit you see on Red GIFs.
Mm. Exactly.
And like Reddit porn. So those two see the video and they like sprint up the stairs. They're like shoving each other on their way up the stairs. They'd be running. And finally, all the boyfriends and the girlfriend are together.
All of them all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at
once.
And Dallin finally takes it in the ass and all of Raina's dreams come true.
That's the perfect summary. All of her dreams come true.
Yeah, this whole thing goes on for quite some time, and my God, it's a lot. It's hot, but
quite
it's a lot.
Quite some time, as in like
pages.
20 pages.
And pages and pages.
Maybe more, 30 pages.
Look, we've been building up to this, you know?
But they did such a good job of it.
Yes. The next morning, they play a really high-key fucked up hide and seek game, which ends in their apartment, which ends in like really rough sex. And then a few days later, Raina's like, I cannot stop thinking about that hide and seek game that we played where you all hunted me down. And now she wants to do it in the woods. Nah. Nah.
Look, I'm not into this, so it is not for me, but I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum. But this is where those triggers really fucking come into action.
I'm really like, don't knock it till you try it, obviously. But also, I'm like, I think it's something where like I can't envision doing something like that without having a partner that I already trust enough to do that with.
And really, they've only just got together.
I mean, Dallin, not so much.
No,
it was
the other two.
I become a different person playing this game, and I was like, you become fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
The whole thing, very primal.
Yeah.
She takes all three of them at once because she takes
in
two
the woods.
in the same hole in the woods.
In the woods. That's the real kicker for me.
Feels dirty.
Like, logistically.
Scratchy.
I can see it all happening at home. But, like, positioning, you're just in the woods, right?
On
like
the dirt.
Where's the support?
You're in the woods. And she takes, which are the two?
She takes two in her vagina and one in her ass.
Which two?
I think she takes Trey in her ass, right?
No, she gives one a blowjob.
I thought yeah.
You couldn't have three in the no.
No. In the vagina.
It's Dallin and Trey, I think.
Yeah. It's too many for being outdoors.
Especially because they're all huge. I just think you're getting dirt places it shouldn't be.
You would 1,000%, without a doubt, get a bacterial infection out of this.
Put a blankie down. They're like against fucking against a log or something.
Yeah, seriously. The scratches.
Look, primal play, whatever.
I know. Look, they're into it. They're doing.
It's obviously not for us. We have too many questions.
But they're having a great time.
Good for them. And that's pretty much the end of the main story, but we now have 4 epilogues, which I will sum up in one sentence each. They all have like their own point of view epilogue. So, Raina gets Trey to pierce her nipples for real for Parker's birthday, which they can't touch her tits for like months.
I brought up this point. These are for horny motherfuckers. You cannot tell me that they will not be sucking on her titties.
Or accidentally fucking grabbing a handful.
For months? I doubt. No way.
Wouldn't have thought. The second epilogue, the boys go ring shopping for Raina.
Cute.
They go and propose. Third epilogue, the boys propose and they fuck her in a hotel suite.
Classic.
Fourth epilogue, Raina unveils a BDSM dungeon that she's built in the apartment for them all to use.
Obsessed with this. I actually don't think I got to the fourth epilogue because I think I got to the third one. I was like, that's enough of that. I've had enough.
You get the idea.
There's a lot going on. But good for her.
Anyway, the end.
We made it through. We did it.
We did it. We are going to go over time again, but you know what? Whatever.
You'll enjoy it.
We had story time up the top, so... Okay, I have a couple of discussion points.
Yes.
1, not one condom.
Not one. And
Not
also,
one.
not one conversation regarding safe sex or fertility or anything.
No, there really wasn't.
There was nothing.
It's like, okay, Trey and Parker, she didn't know them. They were fucking each other and other people.
Mm-hmm.
No one was like, don't worry, I got tested.
Should we go get a test?
Yeah.
Should we use a condom?
I'm like, girl, your pH down there is cooked.
Fucked.
You're asking for thrush.
Yeah, no, bad situation.
Anyway, what are our thoughts collectively on having multiple boyfriends who are all boyfriends.
This is the only way I would want multiple boyfriends, I think.
If they were also
If
boyfriends.
they, yeah.
What are your thoughts on there being 3?
Look, it's a lot of logistics. But I can't say I've tried it, so I can't.
Yeah, no, I
give
can't
up
say it's my personal experience.
a definitive answer. In theory, sounds fun.
I think it's better having the boyfriends be boyfriends because otherwise the alternative is like the girl is like the main thing. If the boyfriends are going to fuck each other, then all 3 of them who are so horny only want to fuck her.
And there's only so much a body can take.
She's got a job.
She has books to write.
Busy. That feels a little too weird and intense. But I think having boyfriends that are boyfriends is intriguing for sure.
I think it actually made this book quite good as a concept.
I mean, that was the whole concept.
No, I understand, but like in terms of other like MFM or MFF, whatever, like it's always been one person and then the other 2 are only interested in the middle person. And so by opening it up to like they're all interested in each other, I thought that was actually great.
And I actually liked that the men were all together before she even came into it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, of the boyfriends that are boyfriends, which one would be your boyfriend if you could pick one? Ignoring that we hate men right now.
I think I like Parker.
I was thinking this because their vibes basically are like Trey is like moody daddy, but like rough as hell. And Dallin is like somewhere in the middle. And then Parker is like caring and sweet.
But also
And,
he can like turn it on when he needs to.
Can do the dumb thing, but is more of a sub.
Yeah.
And I just think Trey would just be a little bit too intense.
Yeah, if you just had him and then no one else, that's a lot.
Yeah. I think Dallin just like didn't have enough of a vibe.
He was just kind of there.
Now that I think back on it, I'm like, his role in this whole thing was essentially orchestration.
He was the vessel for getting everyone together.
He was logistics man.
Cogs turning.
Yeah, but like in terms of his actual personality, I'm like, his personality is he's obsessed with Reyna and he's obsessed with these 2 guys.
Yeah, and that's it.
Which good for them. So I think, yeah, Parker is probably the choice, right?
I think so.
Plus, 12 inches.
And the piercings.
Barbells. Yeah, much to think about.
It's a lot to consider.
Yes. So I think in the interest of time, we can skip the highlightable lines. I want everyone listening to this to go and read this because every single line in this is deranged and horny.
Absolutely. We don't even need to read them out.
You have to read the whole book out loud to you. We don't have time.
We're busy.
And again, we can't do the spiciest scene.
All of them.
They were all so horny. And there was like 1 per chapter.
Serious. Maybe 2. There was
minimum 1 per chapter.
Many.
Like there was probably 25 scenes in this.
Yeah. It's actually the most dense book we've read.
And all horny. Like top level horny.
Yep.
Like 10 out of 10 horn.
Like there was no down points. Like there was no rest periods in any of these chapters.
No, they were just fucking. Yeah. Good for them. Again, power to you.
It was like, if there was 25 chapters, it was like 25 short stories where there was going to be like 2 sentences on like feelings, 40 sentences on fucking, and then 2 more sentences on feelings.
Yeah, it was feelings and fucking.
Yeah.
Was the whole book. But no complaints, actually.
No complaints.
I would put this more in the erotica smut than like romance smut.
1,000%. There was hardly any romance in this. Apart from them,
Just enough. Yeah.
being in love. But, like, that's not why you read it.
Yeah. Oh, God, no. You go elsewhere if you want a love story. So, we'll do the MVP because that's quick. We've decided there's not really an MVP person because there is literally like 4 characters in this whole book.
There literally are.
There's like, a couple people get like 1 line and that's it out of necessity, but there's 4 people.
My
in this
MVP
polycule and book.
for this was actually the piercings on the dick.
Shout out to. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm going to let you run the next category, which is dreamcasting.
Okay, so we've switched from, actually casting them as like real people to moving into Muppet casting.
It's so boring casting hot men all the time. We cast the same like 6 or 7 of them a bunch of times, and then we were like, "That's enough."
Henry Cavill as everything, and that's no different from what we've decided here. We've actually decided that it should be one person who's done multiple hot roles to be the 3 boyfriends, such as like Henry Cavill 1, Henry Cavill 2, Henry Cavill 3.
Yep.
Also notable mention to Channing Tatum or other Miss Hotman. One's not coming to mind right now, but I'm sure there is another one.
Channing Tatum, you could do like Step Up Channing Tatum. She's the Man Channing Tatum.
Yep.
Would be Parker.
Yeah.
Step Up Channing Tatum would probably be Dallin.
Yep.
And then you need one that's a total dick.
Like Magic Mike.
Oh, I think he's too nice in Magic Mike.
I haven't seen it. I was just basing it off like how hot he is.
Yeah, also true. Anyway.
And but you get what we're saying. Like a Miss Hotman, different fonts.
I think it would be much funnier.
In terms of Muppet casting, so either we've done one real person, all Muppets, or one Muppet, real people. I think the only way you can actually do this is if you have one Muppet for this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it does have to be Miss Piggy. And it is going to be Raina.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Miss Piggy would fucking thrive in a polycule.
She actually, that's all she wants.
Being boyfriends. That's such Miss Piggy energy.
Yeah, exactly. She'd have the time of her life.
Yeah. Now I want that. I want to see that. I need to see that. I need to see Miss Piggy in her polycule with the hot men, the hot human men.
Yep.
And no one says anything about the fact that she's a puppet and a pig.
None of their business.
No. I want them to play this as serious as a heart attack. I want them to Michael Caine it in Christmas.
A role of a lifetime.
Get the Oscars ready. I also was thinking before that if you had to cast the 3 men from the Muppets, one of them has to be Pepe the Prawn.
Yeah, it does. And then the other one can be the rat.
Pepe, just in my head, all I could hear was rib for her pleasure, huh? In his little French ass accent.
Which one is Pepe?
I think it's Parker.
I think it could be Trey.
No, I think Sam the Eagle is Trey.
Yeah, okay.
Grumpy.
That's a good shout.
And he's got the big beak.
Yeah.
And is Kermit one of them?
No, I don't think
Are
Kermit...
you going to prep me, Raina?
Shut your mouth. That one. That was none of your business. Saying that. Oh my god. That one was...
It's been a while since I took it up the ass.
So this podcast will be renamed to Kermit Impressions.
Oh my god. And you know what? I'll probably end up doing one every time. I need to watch more of the Muppets so that I get all of my impressions. Is one of them Gonzo?
Yes.
Parker might be Gonzo.
I'd believe it.
So we've got... Oh no, what have we got? So we've got Pepe as Dallin, schemer.
Yep.
We've got... Which one? Are we doing Rizzo or are we doing...
You pick, I don't mind.
I think Gonzo's more of a Parker. And I think Trey is Sam the Eagle.
Yep. Great. Who is Raina?
Oh, human.
Yeah, I know, but who do you want?
No, that's none of my business. You know what I mean?
So fair and valid.
It's a human, preferably a famous human.
A woman.
But that's none of my business.
Yeah, so fair.
Yeah. All right. What's our final verdict? As always, we do spice, plot, and vibes ratings because spice and plot are two different things and vibes is overall.
Mm-hmm. My notes for this book was all spice, basically no plot, but the plot was the fucking.
Yeah, I know that is, yeah. It did propel the plot, which is how you know it's a true smut.
It kept the plot moving. So spice was like on the quality and the quantity was like nothing we have seen before.
Yep.
So I've given it a 6 out of 5.
Yeah, I went with a 7.
Yep, highest rating we've ever given.
7 out of 5.
Huge. Plot, nothing really happened outside of the fucking, so I only gave it a 2 out of 5 for plot, but it still happens. Things were going, like, it was moving. Yep.
For plot, I was a 3.5. I'm probably a 3 to a 3.5 just because I did like the way that the interpersonal relationships all like mapped out.
Yeah, that was good.
There was a point to the feelings, you know?
Yep. When they finally admitted them.
What's your final vibe?
Vibes. I think jumped off the deep end in a couple of areas that I don't love, like the being out in the forest and that kind of stuff. So I gave it a
non-consensual, or like non-consent kind of thing.
That's just not my vibe. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 as my like final vibe rating.
Well, as a known and confirmed pervert, I did give it 5 out of 5.
Slay.
The weirder, the better.
Absolutely. I mean, look, had a great time reading this.
I think it really captured, I mean, obviously I have not been in a poly relationship, and this is different to, I think, how a lot of people are in poly relationships where they have multiple partners. Partners are not also partners. This is more like a polycule, and it was an interesting insight.
Yeah, I found it really interesting, and I enjoyed it, and I will read more of the author and also the genre in future.
High praise.
Yeah.
So that's us. It's a little shorter this time, just a little bit.
We're trying.
And as always, please follow us on Instagram at Smutfairy Pod. And obviously, if you're listening to this or watching this, rate and review.
Please.
And tell your friends.
It's actually a great conversation starter.
Yeah. More people need to be talking about smut, to be honest, because it's lighthearted. There's a lot to talk about.
You learn lots about feelings.
You learn a lot, and it's just fun and silly, which is what we're here for, because it's grim out there.
And it's a safe space.
Exactly. So, we will see you next time. We don't know what we have yet.
You'll get something.
We haven't read it. We'll turn up with something. So keep an eye on the feed. Follow us so that you know when we release things. And follow us on Instagram. That's an order. One more time.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. We'll see you next time.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.